All right, listen up, you beautiful people. We're about to embark on a journey. Not just any journey, we're talking about a full-on adventure to a place that's bursting with beauty, culture, and experiences that'll leave you speechless. We're talking about Indonesia. Yeah, you heard me right. This isn't just another travel vlog. This is about diving deep, getting lost in the magic, and discovering what makes Indonesia so damn special. From pristine beaches that look like they were pulled straight out of a postcard to ancient temples that whisper stories of centuries past, Indonesia has it all. And trust me, I've been around the block a few times. This place is different. So, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button, buckle up, and get ready to explore the wonders of Indonesia. It's gonna be one hell of a ride. First stop on our Indonesian adventure? Bali. This place lives up to the hype. Picture-perfect beaches with white sand so soft it feels like you're walking on clouds. Turquoise waters perfect for surfing, swimming, or just soaking up the sun. Feel the stress melting away with every wave. Bali is more than just a pretty face. It's got this energy, this vibe that's contagious. The people here are some of the warmest and most welcoming. And the food? Fresh seafood grilled to perfection. Traditional dishes bursting with flavor. Your taste buds are in for a real treat. Now, while those beaches are pretty hard to beat, Bali's got a whole lot more to offer than just sun and sand. We're talking about a place steeped in history and tradition, where ancient temples stand tall amidst lush rice paddies. You can feel the spirituality in the air, man. It's in the intricate offerings placed at temples, the smell of incense wafting through the streets, and the vibrant ceremonies that bring communities together. One thing that really struck me about Bali is the art. It's everywhere. From intricate wood carvings to colorful paintings, you can tell that creativity is woven into the very fabric of this place. So yeah, Bali is a paradise, no doubt about it. But it's the people, the culture, and the spirit of this island that will truly stay with you long after you've left its sandy shores. Okay, so we've relaxed on the beaches of Bali, soaked up the sun, and maybe indulged in a little too much delicious food. Now, it's time to crank up the adventure a notch. Get ready, because we're headed to Komodo National Park. This place is like stepping into a real-life Jurassic Park. Why? Because it's home to the Komodo dragon, the largest living lizard on Earth. Yeah, you heard that right, dragons. These guys are massive, powerful, and straight out of prehistoric times. I'm talking up to 10 feet long, 200 pounds of pure muscle and teeth. You definitely don't want to mess with these guys. But don't worry, we're going to be exploring the island with experienced guides who know how to keep us safe while we witness these incredible creatures in their natural habitat. Now, while the Komodo dragons are definitely the main attraction here, Komodo National Park is so much more than just a dragon's den. We're talking about a chain of islands with rugged volcanic landscapes, lush forests, and some of the most biodiverse waters in the world. Seriously, the diving and snorkeling here is out of this world. Imagine swimming alongside manta rays, sea turtles, and thousands of colorful fish. It's like diving into a living aquarium. The colors, the life, it's just mind-blowing. So yeah, Komodo Island is a place of extremes. You've got the raw power of the dragons on land and the vibrant beauty of the underwater world. It's a place that reminds you of the incredible diversity and wonder of our planet. And trust me, it's an experience you won't soon forget. Alright guys, picture this. Sunrise. Mist clinging to lush green fields, and out of the haze rises Borobudur. This is a UNESCO World Heritage Site built in the 8th and 9th centuries, the world's largest Buddhist temple with intricate stone carvings and towering stupas. Each stupa has a Buddha statue inside, peering out at the world. You can almost feel the energy like whispers of history. Climbing to the top is a workout, but the view is worth it. It's like a scene from National Geographic. Now, the real magic of Borobudur isn't just in its size, it's in the details. Every inch of this place tells a story. Thousands of carvings depict Buddha's life and teachings. It's like a giant ancient comic book etched in stone. Each level represents a stage on the path to enlightenment. The base symbolizes earthly desires, then you ascend through levels of desire, form, and formlessness. The craftsmanship is insane, built without modern tools, just human ingenuity. If you're ever in Indonesia, Borobudur is a must-see. It's about experiencing something that'll stay with you. Okay guys, buckle up because we're going underwater. And not just any underwater world, we're talking about Raja Ampat, the heart of the Coral Triangle. This place is basically the holy grail for divers, a marine wonderland bursting with more colors than a bag of Skittles. Imagine this, crystal clear turquoise water, sunlight filtering through the surface, and then bam! You're surrounded by coral reefs teeming with life. We're talking schools of fish so dense they could rival the New York City subway at rush hour. And the variety, it's insane. You've got your gentle giants like manta rays gliding past, sharks patrolling their domain, and then these little dudes, pygmy seahorses clinging to coral branches. Seriously, they're like the size of your fingernail, it's mind-blowing. I'm talking over 1,500 species of fish, 700 types of coral. It's like diving into a living, breathing kaleidoscope. You could spend a lifetime exploring down here and still not see everything. Raja Ampat isn't just about what's beneath the surface. The beauty continues above water too, with mushroom-shaped islets, hidden lagoons, and clear waters, pristine beaches, secluded coves, kayaking through mangroves, hiking to hidden waterfalls, or chilling on the beach with a coconut. Life here is slow and peaceful. It's the perfect place to disconnect and reconnect with yourself. Alright guys, get ready to rise and grind because we're heading to Mount Bromo, an active volcano that'll leave you speechless. Forget your morning coffee, the sheer power of nature is all the adrenaline you'll need. Imagine this, it's still dark, crazy early, but you're bundled up ready to hike to a viewpoint as the first rays of dawn paint the sky. And there, rising from the earth like a giant's cauldron, is Mount Bromo, plumes of smoke billowing into the sky. It's primal, it's raw, it's nature at its most awe-inspiring. As the sun climbs higher, it illuminates a scene straight out of a post-apocalyptic movie. You've got this massive crater, a sea of volcanic sand stretching out around it, and in the distance the silhouette of Mount Semeru, another volcano, occasionally spewing ash into the air. It's like stepping onto another planet. You can actually hike to the rim of the crater, peer down into the belly of the beast. The air is thick with the smell of sulfur and you can feel the heat radiating from the earth. It's a sensory overload in the best way possible. Alright guys, get ready to rise and grind because we're heading to Mount Bromo, an active volcano that'll leave you speechless. Forget your morning coffee, the sheer power of nature is all the adrenaline you'll need. Imagine this, it's still dark, crazy early, but you're bundled up ready to hike to a viewpoint as the first rays of dawn paint the sky. And there, rising from the earth like a giant's cauldron, is Mount Bromo, plumes of smoke billowing into the sky. It's primal, it's raw, it's nature at its most awe-inspiring. As the sun climbs higher, it illuminates a scene straight out of a post-apocalyptic movie. You've got this massive crater, a sea of volcanic sand stretching out around it, and in the distance the silhouette of Mount Semeru, another volcano, occasionally spewing ash into the air. It's like stepping onto another planet. You can actually hike to the rim of the crater, peer down into the belly of the beast. The air is thick with the smell of sulfur and you can feel the heat radiating from the earth. It's a sensory overload in the best way possible. Mount Bromo isn't just about the volcano itself, the entire landscape is otherworldly. Rolling hills covered in volcanic sand, vast plains called the Sea of Sand, and incredible temples untouched by nature. This place makes you feel small. You realize the power of nature, how insignificant we are. It's humbling, a reminder of greater forces. Alright guys, buckle up because this next spot is like nowhere else on Earth. We're talking about Tanah Toraja, deep in the heart of Sulawesi. You've seen beaches, you've seen volcanoes, but have you ever seen a culture that lives with the dead? Not just visits, not just remembers, lives with them. These houses we're looking at, they're not just for the living. Torajans believe that death isn't an ending, it's a transition. So, families keep their loved ones' bodies in their homes, sometimes for years, treating them like they're still part of the family. I'm talking about bringing them food, clothes, even cigarettes. It's wild, man. And the funerals, forget about somber affairs. Think massive celebrations with feasts, music, dancing, and even water buffalo fights. Yeah, you heard that right. It's about honoring the dead, sending them off in style. It's intense, it's a little bit crazy, but it makes you think about life and death in a whole new way. Now I know what you're thinking, this all sounds a little morbid, right? But there's a beauty to it, a respect for the ancestors that's hard to find anywhere else. The Tarajans see death as a part of life, not something to be feared. They carve these incredible wooden effigies called tau that represent the deceased. They place them in caves or on cliffs overlooking the villages. Imagine looking up and seeing dozens of these figures staring back at you. Tourism is a big part of life here, and the Tarajans are incredibly welcoming. They understand their traditions are unique and share them with the world. Alright guys, we're leaving the land of the walking dead and heading to a place that's literally breathtaking in its beauty and scale. I'm talking about Lake Toba, the largest volcanic lake in the world. Imagine this. 75,000 years ago, a supervolcano erupts. The biggest eruption in the last 25 million years, blanketing the earth in ash. And what's left behind? A massive caldera that slowly fills with water, creating a lake so big it has an island the size of Singapore in the middle of it. That island is Samosir, and it's where we're headed. Think lush green hills, traditional Batak villages, and views that stretch on forever. It's the kind of place that makes you feel small in the best way possible, you know? Like you're just a tiny part of something ancient and vast and unbelievably beautiful. It's humbling, man. Now, Lake Toba isn't just about the scenery. The Batak people have lived here for centuries, and their culture is as rich and fascinating as the landscape. We're talking about traditional houses with those crazy high curved roofs, ancient rituals, and music that'll make you want to get up and dance. And the food? Don't even get me started on the food. Spicy, flavorful, and unlike anything you've ever tasted. But here's the thing about Lake Toba. It's not just a place you visit, it's a place you feel. You feel the history in the air. You feel the power of nature all around you. And you feel a sense of peace that's hard to find anywhere else. It's the kind of place that stays with you long after you leave, a reminder that the world is full of wonders, both big and small. Okay, so we've seen some pretty intense stuff in Indonesia, right? From ancient rituals to supervolcanoes, this country doesn't do anything halfway. But sometimes you need a break from the chaos, a place to recharge and reconnect with yourself. Enter Ubud, the cultural and spiritual heart of Bali. Imagine lush rice paddies, ancient temples, yoga studios on every corner, and a vibe that's equal parts relaxed and energized. This is where you come to escape the crowds, to wander through monkey forests, to find your inner peace, or at least try to. Ubud is all about wellness, about finding balance in a world that's constantly trying to throw you off. Now, don't get me wrong, Ubud is definitely a place to relax and unwind, but it's also a hub for art, music, and creativity. We're talking about traditional dance performances that'll blow your mind, art galleries showcasing incredible local talent, and a food scene that's both healthy and delicious. And let's not forget the shopping. Ubud is a shopper's paradise with everything from handmade jewelry to beautiful textiles to quirky souvenirs. Ubud is a place where you can be yourself, whether you're looking to find your inner yogi or unleash your inner artist. It's a place to connect with nature, with culture, and with yourself. Alright, we're talking Gili Islands, people. 3 tiny dots in the ocean just off the coast of Lombok. You got Gili Trawangan, Gili Meno, and Gili Air. Each one totally unique. First up, Gili Tea. This place is a vibe, you know? Backpacker haven, parties on the beach, fire dancers, the works. You can walk around the whole island in like an afternoon. No cars, no scooters, just bikes and horse-drawn carriages. It's like stepping back in time, but with better cocktails. Gili Meno, that's your honeymoon spot. Super chill, super romantic. Picture perfect beaches, crystal clear water, amazing snorkeling. You can literally swim from one side of the island to the other, it's that small. Perfect for just disconnecting and soaking it all in. And then you got Gili Air, kind of a mix of the two. Laid back, but still lively. Great for families, couples, solo travelers. You can find your own little slice of paradise here, trust me. Now the real magic of the Gilis is underwater. We're talking world-class diving and snorkeling. I strapped on a mask and fins, and let me tell you, it was like jumping into a giant aquarium. Coral reefs teeming with life, turtles chilling, fish of every color imaginable. I even saw a reef shark, which, got the heart racing a little bit. but it was all good, just another day in paradise. Seriously, if you're heading to Indonesia, put the Gilis on your list, you won't regret it. Whether you're looking to party, relax, or explore the underwater world, these islands have something for everyone. And the best part? Getting there is half the adventure. We're talking local boats, island hopping, the whole 9 yards. It's an experience, my friends, an experience you won't soon forget. Yo, Yogyakarta, Yogyakarta! It's a mouthful, right? But trust me, this city, it gets under your skin. It's considered the cultural heart of Java, and for good reason. You can feel the history here, the art, the soul. First stop, gotta be Prambanan Temple. This ancient Hindu temple complex, it's mind-blowing. Intricate carvings, towering structures, a story etched in stone. It's like stepping back in time 1,000 years. And then you got Borobudur, this massive Buddhist temple. It's like something out of an Indiana Jones movie. Built on a hill, surrounded by volcanoes, it's got this mystical vibe, you know? Definitely worth the early morning wake-up call to catch the sunrise. But Yogyakarta, it's not just ancient temples. This city is alive, man. Street art everywhere, traditional markets buzzing with energy, delicious food stalls on every corner. You can spend days just wandering the streets, soaking it all in. One of the coolest things about Yogyakarta is the art scene. It's everywhere. From traditional batik painting to contemporary galleries, this city is a hub for creativity. I had the chance to meet up with a local batik artist, and watching him work was incredible. The precision, the detail, the patience. It's a dying art, you know. But in Yogyakarta, it's still going strong. And the music scene? Don't even get me started. Traditional gamelan orchestras, indie bands, street performers, the city pulses with rhythm. You can find live music any night of the week, and trust me, you'll want to. Yogyakarta, it's a city that stays with you. The history, the culture, the art. It's a sensory overload in the best possible way. If you're looking for a truly immersive Indonesian experience, this is it. So there you have it, my whirlwind tour of some of the most amazing spots in Indonesia. From the beaches of Bali to the temples of Yogyakarta, this country has blown me away. But this is just the tip of the iceberg, you know? Indonesia, it's got over 17,000 islands. 17,000. Each one with its own unique culture, landscape, and adventures waiting to be had. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more travel adventures. And let me know in the comments down below, what are your favorite spots in Indonesia? What should I check out next time? Indonesia, it's calling. Get out there and explore it. Peace!